Hi Libra, welcome into a brief next 48-hour tarot reading for you. We're beginning with the Abundance card at the bottom of the Sacred Destiny Oracle deck. This is going to be your main energy. There's a focus on abundance in different forms from different avenues that flew in for you, rewinding back, as well as in the next 48 and surrounding it. Now, I sense that there are times that you've, say, for example, received money, whether it was because it was expected, you were just really wanted to treat yourself, you really wanted to live life more, maybe treat somebody else. You either took it for granted or just, I'm hearing wasted it away, right? Threw it into the wind and said, I will receive more. And okay, true, right? But there is abundance in the next 48 that we need you to, even stuff that you've acquired recently, that we need you to be taking on a gratitude state of being in regards to an appreciation, if you will, or appreciation in general. But we also need you to more so implement some strategy, trust your intuition 1000% in regards to how you manage it, and maybe how you, I want to say, literally don't touch it, okay? What else do we have? I heard abundance is meant to be used, utilized, but to what extent, how much of which? Purity as well as thriving. There is a way about you in the next 48 where you're just so damn pure, you're truthful, you're, I'm hearing organic, you're natural, and you're very, I want to say experienced, but still having an innocence to you. There's a delicacy about you while I feel you're very delicate and poised in the next 48. I look good, I feel good, but I could do better with those two, you know? I could naturally, being honest with myself, change this and that or do this and that more to look better, to feel better, you know? And therefore you're going to find improvement comes to be in regards to that. But you're thriving in the next 48. Don't be surprised when that gives you more abundance in different forms from different avenues. You are blossoming with the white flower in the center there. Definitely tying into these two here, and then naturally leaving you more so thriving, along your path. I sense that people are quite impressed by you. People are, for somebody, admiring your eyes, being drawn to the eyes here. Very piercing. They're two different colors. Interesting. I'm getting the message from that, the two different colored eyes of you in the same moment can view something from two different perspectives. Maybe it's more so you put yourself in someone else's shoes or collective's shoes, if you will, a set of experiences and perspectives, but you as well can look at something at hand, right? Say it's an accomplishment, for an example, and you can look at two different potential approaches. You can look at two potential outcomes. You can view it as in two different otherwise productive ways. And this is very, very important for you. It's a skill set that you are going to find comes in handy in the next 48 and more so moving forward. You've utilized in the past, even if you didn't give credit to that or realize that. But what else do we have? Inner peace and solitude. These two go so nicely together. I do sense that you are needing to take a few steps back, all right, maybe look at the big picture, but more so embrace and create some solitude for yourself, regardless of how much you're able to, and therefore protect and bring back, increase your inner peace, you know what I mean? Because it does feel like, once again, things are affecting you, if we mention that in this attempt. Simplicity. We're going to show you some feathers in the next 48 because you need to remember how connected, how protected and guided you truly are. We have your back, Libra. I know it has not hasn't always felt like that. I know it's easy to forget to let things get in the way of that, but we have your back, okay? Now, in a simplistic manner, we need you to assess, even reassess and look forward and figure out how to best go about this and that of importance. It's going to be different for everybody, but look at this, delight and potential. In the moment of gaining a sense of delight, whether it's what you're eating, what you're consuming otherwise, what you're watching, where you're migrating to or sitting is what I'm getting, who you're connecting with, You're going to be gaining a sense of your potential growing, even being prepared to exceed that potential. There's enlightenment that will potentially come through for some in that specific moment or surrounding it as well. Your temperature is part of the next 48. As I feel they're saying, you are along a very powerful voyage, my friend. Let's pull some tarot. Where the wind flows, I will embrace and adjust, adapt, and create, as I feel the message that was stemming from was the winds of change are alive within your world, and creating enlightenment and development within your life. We're moving on to the Eight of Cups. I sense there are times where you have to say at home, at work, where you're out and about. It could be a storefront. We're needing to walk away from the bad energy towards more solitude, more comfort, inner peace once again. You're needing to, okay, think about the number 5. Talks all about change. But I just heard somebody's two-faced, okay? But there's also two sides to the coin. There's two sides to the story. All right, I love that. Now, we may push you to reflect on when you left things behind for more inner peace. You know what I mean? Regardless of what kind of situation or two that was for you, and how even if it wasn't immediate, there was more abundance. Thinking about abundance, it's not just money. It's not just material items. You know, I feel a lot of the times people need this reminder with these readings. There's an abundance of inner peace to be acquired. You know what I mean? And has been rewinding back. But you are being shifted forward towards the messages of the King of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. You're a source of clarity for others and for yourself. You're a source of clarity for the divine even, okay, for your spirit. But I feel other people may be a little bit of a source of clarity for you, but it's mainly you being that source for others and yourself, for your path, if you will. Your mind is taking a focus in regards to the way you process things, the way you sort through, the way you prioritize, multitask. It could be due to your spirituality. You know, being somebody who, like myself, might gain a lot of downloads from spirit. But I feel with this here, and this actually kind of pertains to the King of Pentacles as well, there's a chin held high, very I've been through it kind of way about you. I'm not letting things get the best of me like I once did, and that's helping me stay more grounded. It's helping me carry myself with more confidence and just get shit done. You know, that's kind of the vibe as well. I gotta get this shit done. Please stop complaining. Please stop, I'm hearing whining. Stop doing too much of this and that, or just let me be, you know. I prefer to, in this moment, accomplish in a moment of solitude. Because it's just more simplistic. Going back to the simplicity card, it's just that much easier and not as heavy. But your mind is shining bright once again, as I feel that's assisting with, or maybe more so intertwined with the glow, the radiance about you at certain points, or the entire next 48 for some. Now, why is it that you can't help but expect the best? Maybe even following a moment of expecting the worst, or just looking at things negatively, or focusing on the imperfection at hand. We're helping, you know what I mean? And I feel as well, you're maybe remembering in the moment or shortly after that, when you've expected the worst in the past, you manifested more difficulty. You manifested more imperfection, a blockage maybe, you know, or two. Somebody's perspective on you changing negatively. And so I sense this is going to feel inevitable, all right, even with a little bit of this for somebody. Yeah, you're coming off very strong in the next 48. There are times where naturally having a busy path, you have to make up for the lack of strength that you decided to lose, per se, because of, you know, working at that job, running your business, running errands, working out. But I feel there's just a lot on your plate, a lot in your mind, a lot within your heart and soul that you're pondering upon, having to accomplish, you know, that's shifting for you, changing, as I'm seeing the Death and Rebirth card. The next 48 reminds you, if you look at her tattoo, the possibilities are endless for you. And so don't fret in regards to what lies ahead. You also need to remember, Libra, a situation is temporary, a lot of which it's a work opportunity. It is temporary because it feels like there's so many annoyances, and maybe there was an occurrence or two or change from the recent past that just rubbed you the wrong way. You let it go, but it may be reminded to you. You let it go, but it may pop back up again otherwise. They're saying just take a deep breath, have patience, and remember it's temporary. It doesn't have to be a work-related scenario, but for some it is. There's a grounded and passionate, at certain points, a little bit of a feisty and comical nature about you as you communicate your way to a lot of victory in the next 48. And I sense that when you speak, the sun shines bright for you. All right. You can't help but get your voice out there, but remain or get back to a ground way of being. And this leaves you with more victory. It leaves you feeling like a source of inspiration, somebody who, again, assists other people along their path. But, all right, so this is how you're being viewed by somebody. You do something in a very sunny, concrete, confident way, experienced, advanced way, but you're not adding stress or complication to a situation. You're even removing and cleaning up some of which that was caused by other aspects of whatever this ends up being for you. Again, I'm getting a job. But while someone else might be, as well sunny and whatnot, but then adding some Five of Wands energy to the situation. And so you're shining bright in comparison. Sorry to say, because I don't feel like they're a bad person, or at least not to the fullest extent. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, interesting. Didn't mean to say that. You're putting in the work when even you don't want to, okay, in different areas of your life. But what I meant to say was the Seven of Cups. It is the next 48 where you have a lot to get done. Again, a lot on your plate, a lot within happening, a lot changing still. And even for the first time in certain small ways. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if they're saying, we will help you, you'll help yourself in regards to new money coming in to support a wish fulfillment that you've been thinking about recently. Somebody wants to start dating again but doesn't have the funds to, feel confident about going out, and whatnot, or just to live their life more otherwise. Somebody, it might be in regards to committing to a car contract or a car purchase in general, or a housing situation upgrade. So I feel there's money in the next 48 coming in to support something for you. Moving on to the Queen of Swords. We're needing to think about what was released in the past, but more importantly, what could you now be releasing for the near future? Somebody has been doing something too much and they released it for a day or two, or maybe a little bit more than that, and the benefits were great. The benefits were so abundant for you. And so then if you choose to or naturally pick back up that habit in the next 48 and surrounding it, we're going to highlight the difference, okay? Maybe even the heaviness that you're creating for yourself. Somebody's overthinking, somebody's overconsumption, you name it. But yeah, honesty, my friend, is of importance as your choices take a highlight, as well the potential of love takes a highlight. Release, okay, and gain through it all. Understand the power of who you are at this point, but how much you're still changing within, all right? And definitely is connected to the changes outside of you now and more so moving forward, as we do have the Hierophant card. Again, the number 5 being of significance. I sense that Spirit is saying, nurture what you need to, my friend, okay? As I do feel this is part of the next 48. So let's do our best to turn in the reversal to heal, to regain that strength. But I sense that you will be feeling very, abundant once again, going back to that overall energy. They're telling you to approach things simplistically, like we had mentioned, and embrace and appreciate, utilize very strategically the abundance from the recent past and currently. You deserve this, all right? So if this was truly helpful, I'm sending you a ton of love and light. Until the next read, do take care, Libra.